Yo, what is going on, everybody? And welcome to a brand new video that I decided to make today on the brand new character Revenant. So, pretty much this video is designed to show you guys how to use Revenant and really what teams to use him in and what guns he's good with. So, first off, Revenant is an attacking character. He's not a sit back and hide character like Watson. She has her traps and stuff. Or even really Gibraltar with the shield. You kind of sit in one location and you hold it down. But with Revenant, with his ultimate ability, you put down his totem and it makes you respawn when you lose all your health. So that is an attacking ability. You run in, you soften him up as much as you can, and you take him out. His special ability is also an attacking ability. You take out their special abilities, the enemies. And that's really good for when you're fighting wraiths. Instead of her running away after you get her, you shoot her with that first, then you shoot her down with bullets. You know, it's really good. So, a lot of people in the community think that Revenant is a bad character, in which Revenant's not a bad character, and what I say to them is they don't know how to use Revenant. So, Revenant, I think, is very high, has the possibility of being a high tier character of the attacking part. His climbing ability, Revenant is able to climb up walls faster, and the velocity in which he slows down is decreased compared to other characters. So that's why people think he goes higher, but he doesn't really go higher. He climbs faster. So using that ability, you're able to maximize the amount of spots you can get to and place your death totem instead of just keeping it on the ground, because the death totem is destroyable. Other players can destroy it, and they can place traps around it. You know, caustic trap. As soon as you come back, it goes off. You're dead immediately, no doubt about it. But if you climb to a high spot where enemies can't get to it, or they really can't see it and shoot it down, then, you know, that's a big boost using Revenant's abilities as well as you can. The next part I want to come with is the teams he's best with. So, I think the team Revenant would be best suited with would be, in my opinion, I think a lifeline would be important, because when he respawns, he needs health. And you don't necessarily have time to syringe if you're in the middle of a battle. But with the lifeline, you kind of just, like, you get that down, and then you can keep shooting while it heals you. Because obviously, when you respawn, you still have your shields. So I think a lifeline would work well with a Revenant. I also think, obviously, a Gibraltar would work well, merely because of his dome shield. I think Gibraltar works with almost everybody. I'd say Mirage wouldn't work with Revenant, just because he has really no abilities that benefit anyone other than himself. Like, his ultimate ability gets himself away. It doesn't really do anything for your team. Bloodhound, he's kind of like, you can play with Bloodhound, but he isn't going to help, but he's not going to not help you. I'd say Watson is a good character for Revenant, because she can box up his totem. But enemies can still shoot through him, obviously, and destroy her fences. I think it'd be a good pair, in my opinion. I'd say Caustic. So enemies can use your death totem. You put down a death totem, they can use it too. If you have a teammate Caustic, he puts it down a thing right next to the totem, then I feel like that could help, because teammates use your totem, and then they just respawn back there, and then, you know, you'd get the free kill. Those are the characters I think that would work well with Revenant. He's a really interesting character with what he can do and how he works. Like you see in this background footage, like, I'm just able to shred people with Revenant, like using his ability to just ability block them, and then I just used my totem and I rushed in, I weakened him up a bit, I syringed once and I ran back in, and we were able to get the squad kill. I think that was a squad kill anyways. But yeah, I think people have misconceptions about Revenant and what he's able to do because he's a very good character. I don't think he is good in ranked just because people have this certain set of characters that they use in ranked, which is like Gibraltar, Bangalore, and Wraith. And he's not really good in that respective. Like, I don't think he can add up against those characters necessarily. But if you choose the right team, which in my opinion, the right team is Revenant, Gibraltar, and I think Bangalore. I think Bangalore would very well suit Revenant. If you use that team, then I think you could have some ranked potential. I think he would do well in ranked, and it'd be a interesting fight for characters to do that. Because there really is no way to counter Revenant, because he has no weaknesses. Like with Gibraltar and Caustic, they can take more damage, but they're big characters. They don't really move around well, and it's easy to hit them. And with Wraith, she's a smaller character. She takes more damage, but it's harder to hit her. Just like with Revenant, he has the low profile, perk, so it's harder to hit him because of his hitbox, which is amazing. It's amazing that he got that as well. I also believe Revenant is a very good character because of his crouching ability. As you see, I'm doing crouching a lot because when you're crouching makes it so enemies can't hear you at all. But Revenant's special because his crouching speed is the equivalent to his walking speed. So he crouches a lot faster than other characters do. And I think that is very helpful in certain situations where if you're getting chased and there's a lot of corridors around you, you can run around the corridors while you're getting chased, and then you just crouch and turn one way, and they don't know where you went because they can't hear you, and you're still moving at a very fast pace. So I think that is very good ability in my opinion. The crouching speed, obviously, and then his ability block is. I like his ability block more than most characters in the game. I think it's very good ability, and it's very helpful in most situations. Playing Gibraltar, he can't even throw down his dome with the ability. So yeah, it's super helpful. Wraith can't do her ability. Gibraltar gets stopped. Bangalore, there's no smoke, and her smoke is just so annoying. In the middle of a fight, you can't see anything unless you have the digital threat. Sorry. But of course, now that I've talked about all the good things about Revenant, we have to talk about the bad things. The bad things about Revenant, his low profile. His low profile makes it so he takes 5% more damage. And while that doesn't seem a lot, it definitely adds up in the middle of a firefight. If you're getting shoot by, two guys, you're going down quickly. I'm unsure if the 5% actually affects his shield, but it obviously affects his health, so it really, you have really no chance if you get caught in the middle of, two squads, because he has no abilities to get away. Like Bangalore has her smoke, Mirage has his decoys, Wraith has her thing. You have no abilities to get away, and he has a low profile, which is even worse. Octane has a stim. Gibraltar, he doesn't have an ability to get away, but he has a dome, so you can throw down your dome and take a second and think about what you're going to do. And he has the plus, I think it's 10% damage resistance, while Revenant has the, negative to that. So it's kind of like you're not sitting back with Revenant because that's not his playstyle, but you also can't go in. You're kind of a medium range fighter, like with assault rifles, they're medium range weapons, so I think those would work best with Revenant. like right now I'm using the Spitfire and the R301. I think those would be the best weapon sets for Revenant because you can't get too close and you can't stay too far away. Other than that, I think Revenant is a great character. I think he is a high tier character if you learn how to play him and play him correctly. I think the way I have described playing Revenant in this video is the best possible way to play him. And I think other people will agree with me on this. So, in conclusion, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below what you think of Revenant, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon. And I'll see you all later. Peace out, everybody.